So we are headed to New York City for a full week. We're going there to visit our best friend that recently just moved there. We did a lot of walking, eating, and shopping. So if you're interested in any of those things, keep watching. So we decided to take a red-eye flight with JetBlue, and we are going from YVR in Vancouver to JFK in New York. We arrived at JFK at 5 a.m. and our day didn't really start until about 10 or 11 a.m. when we got changed and got unpacked at our friend Shayna's apartment. So we really wanted bagels for our first meal, so we grabbed some from La Bagel Delight. Walked over to Butler for some coffee and sat down in front of the Brooklyn Bridge to eat our breakfast together. Good? Yeah. Cream cheese on the side of big. Oh yeah, that's a lot of cream cheese. That's a lot. Like this one right here?
I know.
Thick.
But the bagel's really soft though, right? That's what I've noticed about bagels here.
So the number one thing on our itinerary today was to go and spectate the New York City Marathon, which was happening in the city that day. We really wanted to see the elite runners, but unfortunately we didn't get ready fast enough, so we still got to see some really impressive runners. I mean, everybody was impressive who ran this because a marathon is definitely no joke. So this is the second time that me and my friend Lay have been to New York, but our other friend Keisha has never been to New York, so we really wanted to hit up all the different tourist spots that were accessible because the marathon actually put a damper in things in the area of Central Park or on its route. And everywhere else that was a tourist spot, it wasn't quite empty, but it definitely wasn't crowded. Honestly, a great day to hit up all the different tourist spots. We definitely looked like tourists a lot of the time, which is okay, because we are tourists. We walked by Bryant Park to see some of the Christmas market and the skating rink. The thing that was throwing us off though this entire trip was the weirdly warm weather that was hitting New York that week. Ended the night with some Magnolia Bakery. The banana pudding and the seasonal apple crisp pudding was so good. So Shayna lives in a studio, so we all took turns in the bathroom and in front of the mirror getting ready. On average, it took us about 2 hours to get ready, and I think weather was really our biggest obstacle. So we've changed all like 3 or 4 times, and we're almost ready to go.
And what time is it?
What time is it?
Who's ready?
11:15. Ballet was done at 7:30. So today we were gonna hit up West Village, get some bagels from Apollo Bagels, and honestly this was the favorite of the group. I think collectively we really enjoyed the salmon and like the crispiness of the bagels.
This is better than yesterday.
Way better, holy.
I don't know, but it's freaking good.
It's way better than yesterday.
Delicious.
Well, because it's crunchy. I love crunchy bagels.
The bagel is really good. But even the salmon, I don't know.
We honestly just walked around and looked at the cute buildings and the stoops and hit up the Friends building, but the aesthetic in the West Village is just so nice.
It's like brand new,
The
fresh.
person in front of me took the last slice of the other.
Oh, she's American.
It's good though, right?
Spicy.
Pizza cam.
True.
Ooh,
cheese
pull.
Yeah, I know. I think I want to get rid of that.
No cheese pull.
No.
Last time I was in New York, the Oculus actually wasn't built yet. The architecture is insane and everything looks so modern and slick and clean. Was stunning.
On the other side. Oh, are you gonna get it?
I want to get matching ones with me again.
Oh, there's no D?
No.
No. There has to be a D. At the back? Up here? Oh, no, up here. Up here.
Duh.
Matching Christmas. Oh, so cute.
Really want to hit Very Fresh Noodles, which had some of the chewiest noodles that I've ever had before.
Oh wow, that looks good.
Honestly, pro tip, the portions in New York are quite big. Whether it's bagels, noodle dishes, pasta, we split almost every single meal. I think it's such a good idea to just split food because A, try multiple dishes, B, you actually can finish everything that you ordered. Chelsea Market was such a cool place. If you're from Vancouver, it's very similar to the Granville Island Market. So the next day was election day and we decided to stay close to home in Williamsburg.
Out of 10.
8?
8? Okay.
What'd you say? Well, what am I comparing it to? Yeah,
Nothing.
I think it's an 8.
Have you ever
Solid
had anything like that?
It's flavorful, it's crispy, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. The sauce is delicious.
We hit up multiple matcha places on this trip. So the first place we stopped, we got warm tea because it was a little chilly in the morning. I think what I really appreciated from these shops was their curation. I have never seen vintage shops here as curated as they are in New York. This matcha place, Nipponcha, had the best matcha soft serve I've ever had. Keisha got a matcha hojicha like swirl, and that was also very delicious. But this really hit the spot because by this point in the day, it was actually blazing hot. If you can't tell from what we're wearing, you're sweating. And then we hit up Kith in Williamsburg, and the selection, the presentation, 10 out of 10. The service, 10 out of 10. I think Vlad was helping us, and 3 out of 4 of us got new sneakers, if that says anything. So Shayna took us to Westlight, which is a rooftop bar. The rooftop views here are insane, especially at sunset. Pro tip, if you want to get a spot to sit, I would get here early. We got here around 4:30, which is really early. You're going to eat dinner. So we just decided to get some fries and drinks and enjoy the view. We hit up Linda Street on the way home for dinner, and the pizza was good. The wait was just long. So we started the day in Chinatown getting some Vietnamese iced coffee. And then for breakfast, we had a pineapple bun with roasted pork and some really delicious rice rolls. Like, these rice rolls just hit the spot.
Holy fuck. That's good, right? That's a 10. I honestly think that's a 10.
And last time I was in New York, I definitely wasn't here during the fall. I was here during the spring, and I think fall in Central Park is unmatched. But what was really strange was the weather. If you can see, everyone's wearing like tank tops and t-shirts, but the foliage is just in full swing, being like bright red, bright orange, bright yellow. But honestly, we took so many photos because everything just made us look so good. And you know, ramen always hits the spot, so we went to Ichiran before going to our Broadway show.
Thank you. You gotta find Canada Dry, that's why.
We had already purchased our tickets at the box office for the Broadway show we were gonna watch and Juliet, and we were just gonna kill some time before we had to go back, so we hit up the toy store and they had a Jellycat cafe here. So today we hit up Soho for some matchas before heading to Leon's Bagels. Honestly, these were my favorite bagels of the trip. They were so soft, so chewy, and the filling was oozing. Like, do you see that cheese pull?
Yummy.
Today was our day at the Met. Shanna got us tickets, which was so great because I had actually never been here before. I'm not super familiar with all the different art pieces, but regardless, it was all so beautiful and all the different pieces were so crazy to see visually, especially ones that we had recognized. So for dinner, we headed down to Hell's Kitchen to Raku. So at the front, they are a cafe, but at the back, and they open at 5:30, they turn into a restaurant that serves the best udon. The portions, the flavors here were so good and so rich. Shanna didn't even finish everything that was in her bowl. She had to take it for her lunch the next day. And I think if you're in Toronto, they actually have a location there that you can also visit. So on our final full day, Shayna actually had to go to work. So Keisha went to a spin class, and then after that, we met her down at Trader Joe's to go shop for some ingredients. Keisha made her very famous kimchi jjigae before we left. So before we headed down to meet Shayna after she was done work, we decided to go to the Brooklyn Bridge at golden hour, and that was the best decision we ever made. And then we asked this girl who was walking by with her partner to take a photo of us, and she was so nice about it. And obviously we also took a picture of her and her partner on their little cute Polaroid, but I love meeting people who are so nice. And she took such a great photo. So on this day, I actually wasn't feeling very well. I slept a majority of it with a migraine, and at dinner, I was still feeling pretty unwell with a migraine and some stomach issues. So I didn't really eat that much, but I did taste some of this Italian food, and honestly, half of it was really good, and half of it was just okay. It was just so nice to spend our last dinner together, laughing and having such a great time.
Wow, that was so secretive.
last breakfast together before we sent Shayna off to work was at Butler, where we had our coffee our first day, but we decided to have breakfast here. And the cornbread that we had with our breakfast sandwiches was so delicious. We also took a stroll by the Brooklyn Bridge and took some cute photos together. They almost looked like they could be on a postcard. After sending Shayna off to work, we picked up some goodies for home, checked out the Brooklyn Flea, which I didn't get to film because my camera died, and then got some tacos for lunch. So we ate tacos while we cleaned Shayna's apartment and left it cleaner than when we got there, before heading to the airport and said our goodbyes to New York. We honestly had such a great time seeing Shayna again and can't wait to come back. Cheers!
Chip and guac. Okay.
Thanks for watching and see you on the next video. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe.